Hi everyone, how's it going? We're going to look at where to stay in Maceió, which are the best beaches to stay at, and the best hotels and resorts on each of those beaches. Here in the urban part of Maceió, the main beaches are Pajuçara, Ponta Verde, Jatiúca, and Cruz das Almas. Now, on the northern coast of the city, the most famous and most beautiful beach is Ipioca. And we're also going to check out an all-inclusive resort at Pratagy Beach. And to wrap up the video, we'll look at an all-inclusive resort at Carro Quebrado Beach, which is one of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil and is located in the city of Barra de Santo Antonio. These 13 numbers you see here on the map represent the hotels and resorts we're going to check out throughout the video. You can find links to check prices, see guest reviews, and view photos of these hotels and resorts by scanning the QR code on the screen, as well as in the video description and the first comment. So we're going to start with Pajuçara Beach, which is the beach right in the center of Maceió. But before we talk about Pajuçara Beach, I want to give you a really important tip. In this video, we're going to talk about 1 or 2 hotels at each beach in Maceió. But over on the blog, we have a really complete guide with the best hotels and resorts at each beach. So if you're looking for a place to stay in Maceió, I recommend you check out the article on the blog, which will really help you find accommodation in the city. You can access the blog article through the other QR code, and the link is in the video description and the first comment. Let's start here with Pajuçara, the beach in the main tourist area of Maceió. Pajuçara is a beach 1.5 kilometers long. So Pajuçara is right here, and the main tourist area of Maceió is basically this whole part of Pajuçara Beach and a bit of Ponta Verde Beach as well. So this is the main waterfront in Maceió, the most popular area in the city, both during the day and at night. So Pajuçara Beach is about 1.5 kilometers long. Like the entire urban coastline of Maceió, it has a beachfront avenue, a boardwalk, a bike lane, and several kiosks along the shore. The neighborhood has excellent infrastructure with bars, restaurants, and service shops. It's the part of the city with the liveliest nightlife, with lots of people walking along the boardwalk here, both in Pajuçara and Ponta Verde. Right here at the border between Pajuçara and Ponta Verde, which is roughly around here, look, at this point. So more or less here is the dividing line, Pajuçara on this side and Ponta Verde on that side. This is the main spot in the tourist center of Maceió. And here you'll find the 2 main handicraft markets in the city's tourist area. Here is the Pajuçara Market, and here is the Handicraft Pavilion. Right next to it, there's a food park with lots of dining options, so this area gets pretty busy at night. The downside of staying in Pajuçara is the sea isn't great for swimming, so several factors make things less appealing. One is number of jangadas, traditional rafts, on beach. So there's a pretty big stretch here of Pajuçara Beach. See? I don't know if you can see it, but many jangadas are out on the water. These rafts take people on tours to the natural pools here. The natural pools of Pajuçara are right out front, and the jangadas take you to them. Some spots in Pajuçara have beach huts to serve swimmers. The beach itself has a beautiful view. Usually, the sea has a lovely blue or blue-green color, but it's not as popular for swimming as the neighboring Ponta Verde. So later we'll talk about Ponta Verde, which is the best stretch for swimming in the urban part of Maceió. Usually, these beaches here, Pajuçara, Ponta Verde, and the other urban beaches of Maceió, during the rainy season, the sea gets polluted, not suitable for swimming, especially during the rainy season. So let's start here with accommodation number 1, which is right here, right in the heart of Maceió's tourist center, here at Pajuçara Beach. So accommodation 1 has an amazing location, right in front of the beach, on Avenida Beira-Mar. This is the stretch where the jangadas, rafts are, so the sea here isn't suitable for swimming. Just a little further ahead, about 300 or 400 meters forward, at the border between Pajuçara and Ponta Verde, the good swimming stretch starts. The further you go into Ponta Verde, the better for enjoying the beach. This area is the main part of downtown Maceió, lively at night, and you'll be close to the craft markets and the food park in Pajuçara. Let's check out accommodation number 1. It's the Best Western Premier Maceió. It's a 5-star hotel. It's one of the main hotels here in downtown Maceió. It's very highly rated by guests. It has a 9.3 rating on booking.com. So let's take a look at some photos here. So it's a modern hotel, with excellent infrastructure. It has a pool, a rooftop pool for adults and kids. This is Pajuçara Beach. This is the stretch where the Jangadas rafts are. Bayramer Avenue. The sea has a beautiful shade of blue-green out the natural pools of Pajuçara. So, a hotel with excellent infrastructure. It has a gym, a sauna, a kids' playroom, and also a bar and restaurant. So, it's one of the best hotels here in downtown Maceió. This is the Pajuçara waterfront. Here, look, are the Jangadas that do the tours. So, it's a hotel highly rated by guests, and one of the best places to stay here in downtown Maceió. Check out the kids area. Links to check prices of hotels and resorts throughout the video are accessible via QR code on screen, in the video description, and first comment. And here at Pajuçara Beach, there are many other options for hotels and inns of all categories and prices. On the blog article, there's a complete guide with the best hotels and inns at Pajuçara Beach and all other beaches in Maceió. Take a look there. It'll really help you find a place to stay that fits your budget. The second accommodation is located in the Ponta Verde neighborhood. So, Ponta Verde is a neighborhood that's more or less in this area right here. And as the name suggests, it has a point that sticks out here. And Ponta Verde actually has two sides. One side faces Pajuçara, which is a continuation of the main tourist area of Maceió. So, this part of Ponta Verde is very well integrated with Pajuçara and has the same characteristics of being in the main tourist center of Maceió. And the other side of Ponta Verde is connected to Jatiúca, which is the next beach over. So, this is also a lively area that's really close to the main center, but it's a bit less crowded, okay? Here at the point is the Marco dos Corais, which is one of the main attractions of the city and where you have a beautiful view of the central waterfront of Maceió. Let me zoom in a little here, because Ponta Verde Beach, especially this stretch that's connected to Pajuçara, is the best spot for swimming in the urban part of Maceió. Okay. It's a really beautiful area, and it's also where you'll find the two main beach bars in the urban part of Maceió, which are Lopana and Canoa, right here next to each other. So they're kiosks, right? Really popular beach bars, okay? And this stretch here is very lively for hitting the beach, and it's a really beautiful area. A beach in Maceió more beautiful than this one. Only the ones outside the city's urban area, which we'll talk about later on in the video. So if you stay here in this part of Ponta Verde, you'll be in the best area of the city to stay in Maceió, because you'll be in the best spot for the beach, close to the two busiest beach bars, and right here, near the craft markets and the food park. This neighborhood has excellent infrastructure with bars, restaurants, shops, and services. But unlike Pajuçara, a tourist area, Ponta Verde is both touristy and residential. So many residential buildings are in Ponta Verde. This whole area here has more compact hotels, okay? They're urban hotels. Later, further ahead in Jatiúca, Cruz das Almas, and at beaches outside the urban area, we'll see bigger hotels and resorts. So let's check out accommodation number 2, which is in an amazing location. In Ponta Verde, there aren't any hotels right on this stretch facing the sea. They're set a little further back, inside the neighborhood. So accommodation number 2 is really close to the craft markets and the main beach bars. Let's take a look at it then. It's the TAMBAQUI PRAIA Hotel, a 3-star hotel with a rating of 9. It's also very highly rated by guests. And it's a hotel, look, that also has a pool up on the rooftop. The pool is compact, right? So urban hotels usually have a smaller, more compact pool. It has a bar, a restaurant, and even a kids' playroom. Okay, so this is the TAMBAQUI PRAIA Hotel, and it's really close to the beach. So an excellent lodging option here in the best area to stay in Maceió. Accommodation number 3 is in this area, right here, near Lopana, near Marco dos Corais, and other attractions nearby. The giant chair of Maceió, a very Instagrammable spot on the waterfront, is here. The I Love Maceió sign is here. This whole waterfront is a tourist hub, lively day and night. So let's check out accommodation number 3, and it's the Hotel COSTAMAR Ponta Verde, a 3-star hotel with a 9.4 rating on Booking. It's one of the highest rated hotels in the urban part of Maceió, and it's really close to the beach, about 50 to 100 meters away. And look at the sea here in Ponta Verde. It usually has a really beautiful color. It's a hotel for those looking for good value for money, okay? An excellent location. It has a pool and a restaurant as well. Look, the Ponta Verde beach here has a stunning view. This is the Ponta Verde stretch, right? Here is the part of Ponta Verde facing Jatiúca. And on this side, the part of Ponta Verde facing Pajuçara, which is more connected to the downtown area. So let's move on to lodging number 4, still in Ponta Verde. But in this area, that's more connected to Jatiúca Beach, which is from here over. So it's really close here to the Ponta Verde, to the Marco dos Corais. And this area here is a bit quieter, okay? But even so, you're still really close to the city's tourist center. So let's check out lodging number 4, which is the Hotel Ponta Verde in Maceió. It's a 4-star hotel, rated 8.7 on Booking. So the hotel is close to Ponta Verde, and right behind it is the Marco dos Corais. This is the main area that goes all the way to Pajuçara. The sea is beautiful, the hotel is right here, and there are beach huts to serve the swimmers. Let's check out more photos. It's a hotel with good infrastructure. It has a pool, a gym, a kids area, a playroom, and a baby pantry. Oh, sometimes they have live music by the pool as well. It has a bar and a restaurant too, so it's an excellent hotel option here on Ponta Verde Beach in Maceió. And here on Ponta Verde Beach, there are many other hotel and inn options. So take a look at the article on the blog. You can access it through the QR code on the screen. And the link is also in the video description and in the first comment. And now we're going to move on to Jatiúca Beach, which is a continuation of the urban area of Maceió. And Jatiúca, it has roughly this stretch here. It goes from about this part here to around here, okay? So it's a long beach located in the urban part of Maceió. And the big difference here in the Jatiúca neighborhood is that it's an upscale area, okay? And it has excellent infrastructure when it comes to bars and restaurants. Here you'll find great restaurants, all right? And you'll also be closer to Maceió Shopping, which is one of the best malls in the city. The downside of Jatiúca is that the sea isn't that great for swimming. So there are some spots here where you'll find beach huts and kiosks to serve beachgoers. But the sea is a bit less crowded because the waves are a little stronger, and also because the water in Jatiúca is often not suitable for swimming. Okay, so it's often polluted, and that happens throughout the whole year, alright? But even so, in some areas you'll see beach huts serving beachgoers and some people on the beach. Here in Jatiúca, there are good restaurants spread throughout the whole neighborhood, but the main area for bars, restaurants, and nightlife is along Avenida Dr. Antonio Gomes de Barros, which is also known by its former name, Avenida Amelia Rosa. So this is a food corridor with excellent bars, restaurants, and also lively nightlife spots, okay? So it's one of the best places to enjoy the nightlife in Maceió. And here you'll also find Truck Zone, which is a large food park area that also includes a kids area, live music every night, and a gaming area. And lodging number 5 is really close to here, right by Avenida Dr. Antonio Gomes de Barros, about 200 meters away, and also about 200 meters from the beach. So this is Jatiúca Beach. Here's the stretch, look, with beach huts to serve the bathers. So lodging number 5 is in a great spot for you to explore Jatiúca, and also for you to get over to Ponta Verde and Pajuçara. A short ride with an app like Uber, and you're already at the main spot in downtown Maceió. So let's check out lodging number 5. It's the Porto Hotel, a 4-star hotel with a 9.2 rating on Booking. It's one of the highest rated hotels here in Jatiúca, and it's a hotel that has a pool, a gym, and a bar. Look here, the hotel is right here. So right here is Jatiúca Beach. The sea is really beautiful, okay? Even though the beach isn't that popular for swimming. And just a little further this way, you'll find the avenue where all the bars and restaurants in Jatiúca are concentrated. So it's a nice, modern hotel. It has a bar, a restaurant, a gym, and also a baby pantry. Look, baby pantry. So it's an excellent option here in Jatiúca. To wrap up in Jatiúca, we'll check out one more lodging option. Lodging number 6, right at the end of Jatiúca, bordering Cruz das Almas, the next beach. Lodging number 6 is the only true beachfront hotel in Maceió's urban area, okay? Along Maceió's entire urban shoreline, there's an avenue by the sea. But here at lodging number 6, the avenue doesn't run in front of the ocean. It curves around behind, meaning lodging number 6, an urban resort, is right on the sand here. So let's check it out. And it's the Jatiúca Hotel and Amp Resort. It's a 5-star resort rated 9.1 on Booking. And it's a really nice resort because it covers a large area here. See, it's actually right on the sand. There's just a boardwalk here between the hotel and the sea. This isn't a street, okay? It's a pedestrian boardwalk. It's located in an area with a lagoon, and its facilities are spread out, you know? There's one part here closer to the sea and another on the other side of the lagoon. There are 2 sets of pools. It has a small pool that's heated, okay? And there's a really nice, pleasant area with lots of nature. It's a hotel that offers a half-board meal plan, which already includes dinner as well, if you want it. It's right on the seafront. But the beach here isn't really great for swimming and isn't very crowded either. So it's more of a resort for you to enjoy its own facilities. It has a wide range of leisure and dining options, okay? And a really nice area, alright? There's also a recreation team, a gym, and play areas for kids. It has a spa, tennis courts, and a baby room. So the hotel has a huge infrastructure. And just a reminder, to check hotel prices, you can access the links through the QR code on the screen, as well as in the video description and the first comment. And over on the blog article, we have a complete list of hotels and inns here at Jatiúca Beach. So with the other QR code, you can also access the article on the blog. The link is also in the video description and in the first comment. And now we're going to move on to lodging number 7, which is right next to lodging number 6, but it's already on Cruz das Almas Beach, which is the next beach along the Maceió shoreline. So this way is Jatiúca, and that way is Cruz das Almas. And Cruz das Almas is a neighborhood that's a little farther from the downtown area. Okay, even though it's close, it's about 4 or 5 kilometers away, so it's a short ride if you use a ride-hailing app. But you're already on the way out toward the city's north coast, so you'll be on the route to the most beautiful beaches, like Ipioca and others. Another highlight is that Parque Shopping Maceió is located here. And it's the best mall in the city, okay? It's a big mall with excellent infrastructure, so you'll be really close to Parque Shopping Maceió. The downside is that Cruz das Almas Beach isn't really popular for swimming, okay? The sea here is much rougher, alright? Sometimes there are even good waves for surfing. So it's a beautiful waterfront, there's an avenue, a boardwalk, but the beach here isn't really ideal for swimming. The neighborhood here in this area also doesn't have many dining options. So it's not a place where you'll be able to enjoy nightlife on foot. Okay, you'll need to get a ride through an app if you want to go to a restaurant or an area with nightlife. Let's check out accommodation number 7, also a big hotel. It's like an urban resort, the RITZ LAGOA de ANTA Hotel and AMP Spa, a 5-star hotel with an 8.9 rating on Booking, so it's highly rated. The RITZ LAGOA de ANTA has a large set of pools facing the sea, but it's not right on the sand. There's Beiramer Avenue, and it's a hotel with a wide range of leisure facilities, including a gym, spa, and several types of sports. It even has mini-golf. There's also a recreation team, tennis courts, and beach tennis courts. So it has gardens, so there are large spaces, a playground. So it's a good option here, a hotel with a large leisure area in the urban part of Maceió. So, in the article on the blog, there are more lodging options here at Cruz das Almas Beach. But now we're going to move on to the north coast of Maceió, okay? Along the north coast, there are several beaches and some lodging options. Check the blog article about these beaches, Aguaxima, Garca Torta, Riacho Doce, for more affordable inns. Lodging number 8 is at Pratagy Beach, one of Maceió's most beautiful. And here is the Pratagy complex, which includes an all-inclusive resort. Let me zoom in here. So there's an all-inclusive resort here, which is lodging number 8, located in this area. Next to it is the Pratagy Aqua Park. So guests of the resort have free access to the Pratagy Aqua Park. Access depends on the number of nights you stay at the resort, so it varies a bit. And on the other side of the highway, there's a bungalow condo here, okay, which is also part of the Pratagy complex. And there's a hotel here as well. So lodging number 8 is in a large area, right next to Pratagy Beach. You have to cross a walkway, there's a beach bar, and it's a beautiful area with lots of nature. So let's take a look at lodging number 8. It's the Pratagy Aqua Park Beach All-Inclusive Resort. It's a 4-star, all-inclusive resort, okay? All food and drink options are included. It has a score of 7.4 on Booking, so the rating isn't that great, okay? So I took a look at the reviews, and some of them mention that the infrastructure could use an update. Okay, it's a bit outdated, but it's a resort that could be a good option for you. because it's located in a really beautiful area with lots of nature, and it has access to a practically private beach just for guests of the Pratagy complex. Okay, it has a set of pools, a large playground here, and it's a pretty spacious resort, okay? With several dining options, kids' activities, and it offers free access to the Pratagy Aqua Park. It's a water park that's not very big and is more focused on rides for kids, okay? The resort has a large green area with several dining options and a recreation team. And moving a little further ahead, we get to Ipioca Beach, which is the most beautiful beach in Maceió. So Ipioca is the last beach in the city. It stretches from here all the way to the border with the little town of Parapuara, which is just up ahead. So this area here is about 10 kilometers long. All of it belongs to Ipioca, and Ipioca has several sub-beaches here, okay? Ipioca is about 20 to 30 kilometers away from downtown Maceió, so it's a more isolated beach, okay? And here you'll find several resorts, including some of the best in the city, as well as smaller accommodations. If you're staying at a smaller accommodation, pay attention to the food situation. Check if your place has a restaurant, especially for dinner, as options here are more limited, although some restaurants deliver throughout the area. For spending the day at the beach, there are several beach clubs here in Ipioca, which are some of the most famous in the Maceió. So right here, you have the Hibiscus Beach Club, the most famous one. A little further ahead is Guarda Hills, which is also another well-known beach club. And here is Vivare. So there are several beach clubs, and the beach here is really beautiful, okay? This is where the sea in Maceió reaches its most intense blue or blue-green shades, although it can vary a bit depending on the specific stretch of Ipioca Beach. And now we're going to check out accommodation number 9, which is an all-inclusive resort option. So if you stay at a resort in Ipioca, you won't have to worry much about food or nightlife, because your main focus will really be to stay at the resort, okay? So accommodation number 9 is the SALINAS Maceió All-Inclusive Resort. It's a very good resort, and it's located on a stretch of Ipioca Beach where the sea is a little rougher, okay? So this stretch here has slightly stronger waves, especially at high tide, but usually you can still get in the water here, especially at low tide, okay? So usually at low tide, the sea is accessible for swimming, even for small children. But at high tide here, the sea gets rougher and sometimes even covers the entire stretch of sand on the beach. So let's take a look at SALINAS. It's an all-inclusive, 4-star resort, rated 9.4 on Booking, so it's very highly rated by guests. And SALINAS Maceió is a more compact resort, okay? It's not as big as SALINAS de Maragogi, but it does have good food options and also a solid infrastructure for recreation and leisure activities. So the beach here in Ipioca is really beautiful, and the pools here at SALINAS are heated, okay? There's also a big kids play area in the pool. It's a resort, though a bit older, very well maintained, highly rated by guests, offers excellent infrastructure. SALINAS Beach, the right side of SALINAS. It's a very beautiful beach, Ipioca Beach. We check out Hospedagem Des, right next to SALINAS, a smaller hotel option. So Hospedagem Des is a small hotel with more affordable prices. And it's about 20 or 30 meters from the beach, okay? It's on the street behind the beach, but it has its own beach bar right here, see, which serves both hotel guests and non-guests as well. This stretch here has slightly calmer waters than over at SALINAS, but usually, during high tide, the sea here also gets rough and the waves can be a bit strong. Moving over here to the right side, you'll find one of the most beautiful stretches of beach in Maceió. Look, which is this stretch right here. It's gorgeous with really calm waters, okay? This spot right here. Let's check out accommodation number 10, the Waves Suites Hotel and Amp, Lounge Bar, a 4-star hotel, rated 9.2 on Booking, highly reviewed. It has a pool, a beach bar. It's a more compact hotel. It has a bar and a restaurant as well. It even serves dinner. The rooms are spacious and they have a small kitchen, okay? Which is also a nice bonus. So, it's a more affordable option with its own beach bar right here, which is just next to the hotel. That's the one in the background. And now we're moving on to accommodations 11 and 12, which are in the same complex. Okay. So, these are newer resorts located in this complex right here. Look, there's an all-inclusive beachfront resort option, and another one that's not all-inclusive, set a little further back, which are the Maceió Mar Resort and the Ipioca Beach Resort. And what's cool about them, let me zoom in a bit here, is that on the side, right here, there's a boulevard. So right here, in this area, there's a food boulevard with lots of dining options. So you've got burgers, pizza, and there's even a branch of Santo Oregano, a really famous pizza and pasta place in Maceió. There's also a branch of Bali Sorveteria, and here on the seafront is the Praião Beach Club, famous beach clubs in Ipioca. So this area is open to the general public. Accommodation number 11, let's check it out. It's on the sand at Ipioca Beach, the Maceió Mar Resort all-inclusive, rated 8.8 on Booking. It's a relatively new resort. It opened in 2024, so it has a set of pools by the sea. The beach in this stretch is gorgeous, although there are some rocks here, okay? A bit further to the right, there's an even more beautiful stretch of beach here. And here, look, is the boulevard, which is right next to it. And the boulevard ends at the Praião Beach Club here. Okay, but the Maceió Mar Resort also has its own beach bar here to serve the guests. Alright? As for the Praião Beach Club, if you want to go there or to any other restaurant on the boulevard, it's not included in the all-inclusive. The hotel also has a water playground here, a large leisure infrastructure, several dining options, and a big kids' playroom as well. Okay. So it's a really cool resort here on Ipioca Beach, which is one of the most beautiful in Maceió. Look, here's the Maceió Mar Resort. Further back is the Ipioca Beach Resort, and right next to it is the Boulevard Gastronomico. And let's move on now to lodging number 12, which is located behind the Maceió Mar Resort. Okay, so lodging number 12 is here, about 200 meters from the beach, and it's not all-inclusive. Okay, so you can even choose a half-board meal plan or use the dining options at the boulevard as well, okay? So let's check out lodging number 12, which is the Ipioca Beach Resort in Maceió, a 4-star resort with an 8.6 rating on Booking. It also offers a large leisure infrastructure here, with several options. There's also a kids area and a big playground. And here, look, there's the Gastronomic Boulevard as well, which you can use. So here is the Ipioca Beach Resort, and right next to it, you have the Gastronomic Boulevard, which goes all the way to the Praião Beach Club on the beach. So it's a resort with lots of leisure options here. And what sets it apart is that the rooms are bigger, and besides the bedroom, they have a living room and a small kitchen with a microwave. Okay, you can check the prices for the hotels and resorts through the links in the QR code, in the video description, and in the first comment. And on the blog article, there's a bigger, more complete guide to hotels and inns here in Maceió, so go check it out. And to wrap things up, we're coming to accommodation number 13, which is at Carro Quebrado Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil. It's just a little to the side of the main stretch of Carro Quebrado Beach, which is where the cliffs are. It's a bit before the cliffs, but it's a deserted area here, okay? And this hotel is the only lodging option in this area. The distance to Maceió is about 50 kilometers, which takes a little over an hour. Okay, so it's a resort where you'll be more isolated, but it's a spacious resort with leisure and dining facilities. Vila Gale Resort ALAGOAS all-inclusive, relatively new resort. Opened in 2023 or 2022. It has a rating of 8.7 on Booking, 5 stars, a large resort. It has a huge pool, several leisure and dining options, located on one of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil. The sea is calm, it's excellent for swimming. And the Vila Gale Resort ALAGOAS also has a wide range of leisure facilities, including the NEP Club, which is a kids club, and there's also a recreation team, so it's an all-inclusive resort option here in the Maceió area. So, the links to check prices are in the QR code, video description, and first comment. I recommend you look at the blog article, a complete guide with hotels and guest houses in Maceió. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and see you in the next video.